thank you very much for talking to Entertainment.ie,
My pleasure.
Susan. We're just talking briefly there about your lineage. Is there a little bit of Irish on your dad's side?
Yes. And Tim wishes he was Irish.
Oh, really? He
looks
looks
Irish. Does he?
I think he
Can
does.
drink.
Yeah, well,
Maybe that's a sign.
Half it.
Yeah, I mean, I did a reality show here that traced and said that I had a lot of Welsh. That's what they were trying to figure out. But there is Irish and English. And then my mom's whole side is Italian. So it's an odd, interesting combination.
I think it works very well.
Yeah.
You got the red.
Jenna Rollins is the same.
Do you have any idea where they're from, your ancestors? Or would you be interested in
I'd be interested in finding out. I mean, the only place, I did a play in Dublin very quickly at the Abbey, a few years ago, the guys. And we had planned a whole other trip down and around the coast that Liam Neeson actually had given me advice about. And then we had to cancel it, so I was really upset. So I'd like to do that. What?
It's probably bad weather, was it?
No, it was the summer.
Oh, well, that doesn't make any difference.
It doesn't make any difference? No. Oh, that might be a problem.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'll get on to RT. Maybe they can commission a documentary like BBC did.
Maybe Saoirse and I can go travelling together.
Lovely. That's a really good idea. Plug that. Okay, on to the film. Alice Sebold in the book said that Grandma Lynn dragged the light back into the house, and for me you really did that in the film.
Thank you.
You really embodied that, and everybody, as soon as you were on screen, there was a lot of comfortable laughter. It was needed. It looked like a lot of fun to do. Did you have a lot of fun
I
playing?
did have a lot of fun. Like I mean, the whole drag that she's in was fun, you know, to have the hair and the lashes and the outfits and the nails and then to be able to start to make that fall apart was really fun. And Peter and I worked, I mean, most of the dialogue was pretty much set. There were occasional ad-libs, but what was really fun was coming up with the, why don't I carry the bottle in my purse? Why don't I, you know, finding ways to, the montage with the vacuum cleaner, the Hoover, trying to figure out how to plug it in. I mean, we had a lot of fun. And I, you know, I've done a few movies where my child has died or where I'm dying and telling my children I'm dying. So I was kind of over that and very happy not to be in that position again. So it was a relief for me as well as for the audience to not have to go there. And,
it's nice to have fun with it.
Yeah, it was fun.
She seems very intuitive and spiritual, albeit in a very debauched way. Do you find any similarities between you, similar traits between you and LYNN?
Well, she's unsentimental, which I like. You know, she's really honest, which sometimes I think you need in situations that are very trying. And clearly, she's not someone that her personality takes to any kind of institutionalized or organized religion, but at the same time I think she's the one that says yes to life, and I think she's pretty brave. You know, there were some things that were cut where you realize that her husband had affairs and that she'd been through, you know, a fairly disappointing life, but she's come out fighting, and I like that about her, where you get this feeling that she says yes, you know, she just keeps trying. She's not going to close herself in a room and be self-indulgent about it. And the family at that point needs it, because at some point you, especially if you have other children, you have to decide to keep going.
Yeah. Finally, you're working on a film called Peacock, are you, at the moment, with Cillian Murphy? Or?
I did do the film with Cillian Murphy. I love Cillian Murphy, and Cillian Murphy came to my ping pong club the other day, and I wasn't there, and I got on the phone with him, and I was so sad because I love him. It was a very odd little film. I don't know when it's coming out, but where he played himself and his wife.
Brilliant. Oh, he looks fantastic in makeup. He can really carry it off.
He's gorgeous.
Isn't he? He's
gorgeous,
beautiful.
But he's a very interesting guy. It was a hard thing, and I was I actually did the movie because of him. We had a first-time director, so, you know, Cillian for me was the bait.
Yeah.
And I loved him, working with him.
It's a very pretty bait.
Gorgeous bait, but also just really smart and gentle and brave. I mean, so brave to take something on like that and not end up being a cliche.
Exactly.
But he'd done that other film where he was
Breakfast on Pluto.
Yeah, and I saw that, and I love that film too.
I think he could do anything in that.
Well, because he changed. I mean, he didn't stop at just being the Fae part of that character. He played that person who evolved within that political context, and I thought that was really, really good.
Well, we really look forward to Peacock, and thank you so
Thanks.
much for talking to us.
My pleasure.
Pleasure to meet you.